Just before we head into the video, I'd love to give a shout out to the sponsor of the channel, RL Exchange. Now, RL Exchange is the best way to buy any Rocket League items or credits on any platform and at the cheapest prices so that you can build your dream setup. Make sure to go and check out their website using the top link in the description and use code TXC to get yourself 3% off your order. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video in episode 86 of Trading from Nothing all the way up to the Alpha Cap. If you haven't already, please do make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. We're going to be going for 200 likes on this episode. Also, if you don't already know, I'm currently giving away a White Octane over on the Discord server. Massive shout out to Scrate Killer for helping me set this up, but just make sure to head over to the Discord. Like I mentioned, link in the description down below. Join his Discord as well, and then you'll be able to enter the White Octane giveaway. Also, I'm giving away a White Octane on the channel every 1,000 subscribers, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And when we do hit 23k, there'll be another White Octane giveaway in the Discord. As always, thank you for the insane support on the channel, and let's get into the first trade of episode 86. Okay, so in the last episode, I managed to clear out the entire inventory. We literally only have one item in the inventory right now, and it's pretty easy to sell on. I finally got rid of the Black Sunburst. Inventory is looking so much better. We've got a ton of credits, and I'm a lot more motivated to trade just because we've been able to get all of the hard to sell items out of the inventory. But in the first trade, we're going to be picking up a White Fennec, 1.9 to 2.1k on the spreadsheet. We're picking it up for 1.8k. Ideally, I would have underpaid by a little bit more. I'm usually trying to do 1,750, but I'll take this and we should be able to sell it on for its minimum value. White Fennec has been so good in this series for making profit. I highly suggest it to any of you. It is so easy to sell on, and for some reason there are actually quite a few people quick selling it. So if you can pick it up for anything below its minimum value, you can easily sell it on for at least its minimum value. However, I'm actually going to be trying to get the middle value for the White Fennec today, just to prove that it does have a high demand and therefore you can get a little bit more for it. We're also going to be picking up some White Zombers now. This guy was capped at 2,000 credits in his trade, so he was kind enough to let me have the White Zomber for 2,000 credits, which is so good because it's valued at 2.3k minimum value, and I can go on to sell that for its minimum value straight away. Again, to CZ, he's been in a lot of these videos, but he's always active on RL Garage. He has some really good prices. I don't think he ever goes below minimum value, but he's on Xbox, and yeah, he trades all the time. So we're going to be selling on the White Zomber for 2.3k in this trade. Again, like I mentioned, that is the minimum value, but 300 credits profit, and this literally took about 2 minutes to sell. So 300 credits profit just like that. Really quick and easy. And the main methods that I'm going to be using in this episode is buying and selling high demand items and flipping them for around 100 to 200 credits profit most of the time. But as you saw then, I bought and sold a White Zombie, which is still a high demand item, but I got lucky making 300 credits profit on it. We're also going to be picking up a Black Jawling Dragon. It's valued at 2.4 to 2.6k. We're picking it up for 2,000 credits. Now, the reason why I'm underpaying by so much is because this item is very hard to sell. There's not a lot of demand, not a lot of people looking for it, so this guy quick sold it to me for way below its minimum value, and then what I'm going to do is search for that minimum value, because even though it has a low demand, it's not impossible to sell, and I was just lucky enough that CZ again was offering for this item. So this isn't cheating. I don't know him personally or anything like that. He's just a really active trader, and I'm usually able to get a couple trades done with him per episode. But yeah, as I mentioned, I got lucky here that he was offering for this item, and like I mentioned before, he doesn't really go below the minimum value, so I did sell it on for 2,400 credits. Again, that's going to be a really easy 400 credit profit flip. We are still very early on in this episode, but still we've made a ton of profit, and I'm having a lot more fun trading right now because I think these trades were all done at the weekend when more people are online, so it's more active, and therefore there's more traders and I can get more trades done, and it's just a lot less boring than trading on a weekday. So I'd highly advise, if you're going to pick a time for trading, trade around the weekends. If you're in the UK, around 4 to 7 p.m. is usually the times when I'm getting the most trades. We're also picking up a White Fennec. This time it's going to be a blueprint. Apparently this guy couldn't be bothered to craft it, or maybe didn't have enough credits or something, but we're going to be paying 950 credits. This is the equivalent of me picking it up for 1,750. We craft the blueprint, we've got a White Fennec, we'll sell it on for at least 1.9k. As I mentioned earlier, I am going to be trying to get a little bit more for each item, just because, again, like I mentioned, I was trading at the weekend, so there's more people active, so I believe I'll be able to get more middle value prices. So, for example, I'm usually selling a White Fennec on for 1.9k. I'm going to be trying to get 2,000 credits for each one in this episode. Other items such as the Black OEM, I'm just going to be selling on for its minimum value because it doesn't really have a high demand, but if I think I can squeeze a bit more credits out of every item, I'll definitely try to. If I don't find that price that I'm looking for, I'll always just drop down to the minimum value so I can save time and sell it on quickly. Again, we pick up another White Zomba. This has been really, really good. Once again, like the White Fennec, for profit in this series. Always able to sell it on for at least its minimum value, but we pick it up for 100 credits below that, so we should be getting around 100 credits profit when we do sell it on for that minimum value. But yeah, inventories are looking so solid. No hard to sell items so far, but even if I am going to be picking up hard to sell items, I'm going to be underpaying by a ton. They'll probably sit in the inventory for a while, and eventually we'll sell them on and get a ton of profit. But right now I am sticking to those high demand items, so picking up items such as White Fennec, Black OEM, White Zomba, the Grey Standard, any painted standards are really, really good. But for now I'm going to be sticking to these methods. Octanes are also really good, but people don't really tend to sell their painted octanes for below their minimum value because they have one of the highest demands in the game, and a lot of people know this. So if people have a painted octane, they're always probably going to be looking for the minimum value, but if not, you might be able to underpay for a painted octane, and then it'll be so easy to sell on for at least its minimum value. But again, we do sell on this White Fennec for 2,000 credits, so getting that middle value that I mentioned earlier. So it definitely is possible to get this. It did take me maybe an extra half an hour to sell this on than it usually would have, because I'm looking for an extra 100 credits, but it might be worth to search for the middle value. I believe I might have been able to make more profit elsewhere if I just sold it quickly for the minimum value and then bought and sold some other items. But that just proves that it definitely is possible to get more for every item. It just will take longer. So let me know what you sell your items such as White Fennec, painted standards, painted octanes for, whether you look for the middle value or you just quick sell them for their minimum. But we're picking up a White Dueling Dragons. Now, this was valued at 2.6k minimum value, picking up for 300 credits below that. I haven't actually had this for a while, but last time it was pretty easy to sell on, so I took it here, hoping that, again, it would be pretty easy to sell on. But I have also seen CZ offer for it quite a lot of the time, so hopefully he makes a post and I will be able to sell that White Dueling Dragons onto him and then make 300 credits profit, or maybe even more, because for some of the rarer items he actually offers a little bit more just because there's less of them on the market. We're also going to be picking up a Black Standard, 2.9k to 3.1 on the spreadsheet. We're underpaying by 150 credits. Again, this is a very high demand item. I'll be able to sell it on at least for its minimum value. Again, I might look for that middle value just because it has a high demand. This trade was really, really good. I've never actually bought Halos in this entire series, I don't think, but I actually end up paying 350 credits for this Black Halo, which is valued at 600 credits minimum value, so we're going to be underpaying by 250. I don't think it would be that hard to sell on, but we'll see what happens. Now, I can't lie, I was actually really surprised that this guy would take my offer of 350 credits, because a 250 credit underpay for such a cheap item is just not something you'd expect, because with an item that's more expensive, such as White Zomba, there's more of a margin to underpay because it's a more expensive item. But when an item's only valued at 600 credits, paying almost half its value is quite rare. But I'll definitely take that listing up on RL Garage, RL Trading Post, as many places as possible to hopefully just allow more people to see it and therefore have a higher chance of getting the item sold. We're also going to be picking up another Grey Standard. Now, I don't really know what's going on with this item. Loads of people were trying to quick sell it to me or just trying to sell it to me in general, and I've actually struggled to sell it, so I'm not sure what is going on with this item, because usually it's really easy to sell on. But right now I am struggling to sell on the Grey Standard. Like I mentioned, don't know what's going on, but hopefully we will be able to again find that minimum value and make 150 credits profit once again. But this has probably been one of the episodes in a very long time where I've basically only bought and sold high demand items. Yes, we have got the White Dueling Dragons and the Black Halo, but again, they still have a pretty high demand. So this episode has been very, very good. We've made a ton of profit, and we also do manage to sell on the Black OEM here for 1.1k. That is going to be the minimum value. I'm always able to get this sold for its minimum value, and I'll definitely take 1.1k because it doesn't have the highest demand in the game, so I don't think there's any point of me searching for a higher price for this item. But yeah, I'm just glad that it's sold. In the next episode, I might try and get some of the items sold just because it is starting to grow in my inventory. I don't want to get too many items because if they drop, then I'll lose profit. So I'll probably try and get a lot of them sold. But anyway, that is going to bring us to the end of the episode. I really hope you have enjoyed. If you have, then please do make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. We're going to be going for 200 likes on this episode. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Also, please do go and check out my Twitch channel. The link is in the description down below. Please do drop a follow and turn on post notifications. I'm going to be aiming to go live most nights, so it'd be really appreciated if you could go and check it out. But anyway, comment Alpha Cap if you've made it this far, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Inside me.